The Second Continental Congress decided it was time for the colonies to declare their independence. They did so in an official document. It was called the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration was based on the ideas of John Locke. It stated the ideals of democracy. It said that the colonies believed in the principles of equality. It also spoke about the natural rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It added another one of Locke's ideas, that if a government did not protect the rights of its people, then it was the right of the people to alter or abolish that government. The colonists said the king had violated their rights. They went on to list specific examples of what the king had done. They made it clear that they planned to come together as a nation that was no longer part of Great Britain. There were delegates from each colony present during this process. 4 men from South Carolina were present during the discussions and signed the Declaration of Independence. All 4 were low country planters. None of them were from the backcountry of South Carolina. Each of these men went on to serve in their state militia during the war, and each would fight for independence. They would all serve in the government after the war as well. Thomas Lynch Jr. was born in South Carolina in 1749. He went to school in England and graduated from the University of Cambridge. He studied law in London and then returned home in 1772. He became very involved in politics after he came home. In 1775, he became a company commander in the South Carolina militia. Soon afterwards, he was elected to attend the Continental Congress, where he signed the Declaration of Independence. But he became ill not long after signing the Declaration, and he decided to retire from politics for a while. At the end of 1776, he and his wife sailed for the West Indies. The ship disappeared. No one knows what happened to him, and there is no record of his life after this. Thomas Hayward Jr. was born in South Carolina in 1746. He received his education at home. He then decided to go to England so he could keep learning about the law. In 1775, he was elected to the Continental Congress, where he signed the Declaration of Independence. He returned to South Carolina in 1778 and became a judge. When the British attempted to take over Charleston in 1780, Hayward was in command of the militia there. He was even taken prisoner for a short time during the siege of Charleston. After the war, he went back to being a judge. He retired in 1798. He died at the age of 62 in 1809. Edward Rutledge was born in South Carolina in 1749. He studied law at the University of Oxford. He and his brother John were both involved with the Continental Congress, but only Edward was present to sign the Declaration of Independence. At the age of 26, he was the youngest person to sign this document. He fought in the war and he earned the rank of captain. After the war, he remained very involved in state government. He was elected to the Senate twice, and then became governor of South Carolina in 1798. He died in 1800 at the age of 50. Arthur Middleton was born in South Carolina in 1742. He studied in England and graduated from the University of Cambridge in 1773. He returned home after he finished school. His father had been a delegate to the First Continental Congress, but in 1776, Arthur was elected as a delegate. He attended the Second Continental Congress. This is where he signed the Declaration of Independence. He was captured by the British in 1781, and he was held prisoner for more than a year. He stayed in politics until his death in 1787.